Yeah.
The uniqueness of African Rural University is that one, it was founded by a non-governmental organization. I think it is the first non-governmental organization to start institutions which have a continuum from primary to university. Two, the university, African Union University, is not acting in isolation. It is to start a university in solo. With us, we have a university. We have other complementary programs like a radio station. So when we talk about communication, they do their practice in the radio station. We have ICT, what we call the multimedia system, where we make papers, we use the radio, now we're working on the television. If you look at we have what looks like a flower, that Aru is one of the petals. We have community work, community engagement. We have other schools. So all these feed into our university, and the university feeds into those institutions, so that there is intra-relationship. For example, when our student graduates from university, URDT, the Uganda Road Development and Training Program, actually recruits them. And because we have what we call the epicenter strategy, the graduates go to work in the partnership with the local government. We are champions of PPP, private partnership, private-public partnership. That's why the Uganda Road Development Training Program is a private institution. African Road University is a private institution, but we work with local government. Now, as we are talking, we have our graduates at every district in 20 districts in the mid and the central Uganda. Now, what other uniqueness do? We don't just teach skills. No, we have an elaborate study for 25 years what community change actually requires in areas of technology, in areas of agriculture, in areas of health, in areas of innovations, and those have informed our programs. And that's why we were running we are running two programs. One is an integrated rural development program in which we look at energy, we look at ecology, we look at communication, we look at governance, we look at conflict resolution and peacemaking. Then we have what we call sustainable agriculture, not in the traditional way. We are looking at restoration of degraded systems. We are looking at rejuvenating soil beyond organic farming. We are looking at the interplay between nature, where you have animals. If you came to our campus, you'll think you are in a zoo. Yeah, you find monkeys running up and down. Nobody disturbs them. We have a friendly environment. We are keeping bees. We are having birds. We have created a natural environment where the students can learn and live with nature. And that's why when they graduate, we say, can you go and replicate this in the community to save, to bring better environment, to boost the community economies, and empower the communities to love this country.
Perfect. You have been, the university has been there for quite some years.
Yes.
Going forward, tell us some of the challenges that you face, and possibly we'll link it now to the topic of yesterday, finance and investment in higher education.
Okay, of course the challenges we face as far as our university as a private institution. One, there is this thinking, and you hear it being echoed, why a women's university? And why not also boys and girls? And I ask them, are you going to change in Magunga? Are you going to change in Gayaza? Are you going to change Nabingo? Then I asked them, do you know the philosophy of starting those schools by the missionaries before they were taken over by the government? Because the missionary was very aware, if you are going to spread religion, the mother is the best tool. And that's why they started those schools. And many people don't know that they stopped at senior 4. Yeah, because they were educating mothers to bring up upright children in the Christian sense. Now, in the modern Uganda, we are not talking about just religion. We are talking about development. We are talking about social transformation. So if the missionaries could think that women are good agents and are good change makers, why don't we think that we also? So we said, instead of stopping at senior 4, senior 6, let us put the university for women. And that's a challenge. 2, we started the course and the program which was not familiar. We are teaching in what we call technologies for creating, system science, system thinking, actually a resemblance of what is called STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. Now, of course, the people in the rural areas are used to the traditional courses. Yeah, they know if you are doing law, what you will become. They know if you are doing medicine, what you will become. They know what you are doing engineering, what you become. And when we tell them we are doing an integrated rural program, heavily with science and also arts, they get disoriented. Then they ask, what will such a person do? And we say, this person is going to be a leader in the community to create conditions of learning so that our people in the communities can discover the potential, can learn the skills, can commit themselves to change without being reliant on the others. Because you move people from being dependent to being independent to being interdependent to becoming self-reliant. And I can tell you, rural Africa has remained rural Africa marginalized. They admire cities and towns because there is no expertise for rural transformation. And in our design, we think we have got a cure. We have got medicine integrated, but most important, mindset change using principles of creating and making people systems thinkers. They can see the connectedness of different facets of change to enable people to connect the dots. So our schools, for traditional schools, they teach what to think. And that's why they give curriculum. They ask the children to cram, to remember, and then at the end of the exams, they return what they were given in terms of answer. Now with us, we are saying we teach people how to think, how to reflect, how to meditate, how to do those things that open up the brain of the people. And we say, given that there is no sky, there is no limit.
Now,